Broncos country, something special is building in Denver. The critics laughed, the doubters mocked, but Sean Payton and this roster have been quietly forging a new identity, one built on toughness, belief, and a quarterback who refuses to lose. From the locker room to the practice field, you can feel it, the energy, the hunger, the fire. This isn't just another season. This is the start of something bigger. The Denver Broncos just keep making bold, winning moves. Sean Payton is sending the ultimate message of confidence in this team. A practice squad adjustment, new tryouts brought in, and whispers of a fresh deal for Nick Bonitto. This is a team on the rise. Recently, Denver released Quentin Newsome after a brief stint on the practice squad while bringing in new faces for workouts. But what really caught people's attention was who they didn't bring in. JT Gray, a two-time All-Pro, a Pro Bowl special teams star, and a longtime Saint, was cut. Normally, with Darren Rizzi's history, you'd expect Denver to swoop in. But this time, they didn't. That silence spoke volumes. The Broncos trust the talent they already have. Sean Payton tripled down on that belief in his press conference. He's heard the critics, he's heard the hype, and he's seen exactly what this roster can do through camp, OTAs, and preseason battles. His words were fearless. Our goals start with winning the division. This isn't just talk. It's conviction. The division crown is within reach, and beyond that, a Super Bowl run doesn't just feel like a dream. It feels like destiny. Payton made it clear, this team is miles ahead of where it was last season. And the proof is in the captains. Alex Singleton returns as the tackling machine who embodies Denver's toughness. Alongside him is Talanoa Hufanga, a massive upgrade whose energy has electrified the roster. Dre Greenlaw would have been in the mix if healthy, and you can bet his turn is coming. Then there's DJ Jones, staying in Denver on a fresh deal despite interest from San Francisco. Moves like that are why this roster feels built for a deep run. But the spotlight always finds Bo Nix. His name dominated Payton's press conference. Every conversation seemed to circle back to the rookie quarterback who has already transformed the culture. That's how you know this team is different. That's why fans can believe in January football, and maybe even February glory. Even Tom Brady once explained what separates great quarterbacks. It's how they celebrate touchdowns. Do they make it about themselves, or do they lift up their teammates? Bo Nix lives by the second option. Just like Brady once commanded, after every touchdown, we celebrate as one. Nix brings that same energy. That's leadership. That's what Denver has been missing. From the very beginning, Bo Nix has shown who he is. Even in preseason, when most rookies are just trying to survive, he was the first guy on the sidelines celebrating every play, hyping up his teammates, and diving into the pile after Lavelle Bailey's pick six. That's not just passion, that's culture. Bo Nix hates losing more than he loves winning. Cortland Sutton said it himself. He hates losing more than he loves winning. And that mentality has spread through the locker room. This team already had the bones of a 10-win roster. Then they added stars like Evan Ingram, Dre Greenlaw, and Talanoa Hufanga, and their rookie quarterback took massive leaps forward. Offensive lineman Quinn Meinerz said it best. This team is finally practicing football the way it's supposed to be played. Denver didn't bubble wrap their players. They sharpened themselves. And now they're ready. The preseason ended with no major injuries, and the grind hasn't slowed. Days before facing Tennessee, the Broncos were still running gassers. After practice, Bo Nix stayed behind, sprinting on his own. That's the kind of fire that turns good teams into great ones. And now, Denver enters the Titans game as the biggest favorite in football this week, an 8.5-point edge. But Tennessee decided to poke the bear. Defensive star Jeffrey Simmons claimed Nix is just a one-read quarterback who takes off running if his first option isn't there. That's flat out wrong. Late last year, even while playing through injury, Nix was dissecting defenses with patience and precision. So when Simmons says, stop his first read and you stop him, he's not exposing Nix. He's giving Denver bulletin board material. Sean Payton fired back, making it clear that Nix is no one-read rookie. He's a field general. And now, the Titans are walking into a storm they created themselves. What sets this team apart is the shared leadership. Payton has built a culture where everyone takes ownership. Quinn Meinerz said it best. Our entire offensive line is a captain. That's not just leadership from the top down. That's leadership everywhere. This season also brings a new tradition. gold NFL shields for last year's MVPs at each position. Pat's certain too will wear one all year, and one day, Bo Nix will too. With the strides he's making, with Peyton's belief behind him, it feels inevitable that Nix will one day be an NFL MVP. Even Certain himself circled back to Nix in his press conference. That's the constant thread. This team will go as far as their quarterback takes them. And with Nix, that road looks endless. There is one concern, though. Dre Greenlaw missed practice, and his status remains uncertain. Denver doesn't need him to beat Tennessee, but they'll need him healthy for the playoff push. His intensity is irreplaceable. If the Broncos are going to make a deep run, they'll need Greenlaw back. Peyton didn't reveal much when asked, leaving fans to wonder if this is just precaution. If he sits, Denver will lean on Alex Singleton, Justin Strnad, and rookie Lavelle Bailey to step up. But there's good news too. Marvin Mims is back at full strength, avoiding a scare with his groin injury. Tight end Nate Adkins remains out, though not being placed on injured reserve suggests a quicker return. And then there's Nick Bonitto. Reports suggest a new deal is close, one that could lock up one of Denver's rising stars at a team-friendly price. If it happens, it'll be another smart move to secure the future. When you add it all up, the picture is clear. Denver has the quarterback of the future, one of the toughest defenses in football, and a locker room built on leadership and belief. This feels like a 12-win team. A team built to storm through the AFC, silence every doubter, and make Broncos country believe again. The Denver Broncos have their leader, they have their defense, and they have their belief. The road won't be easy, but the fire inside this team burns brighter than the doubt outside of it. 12 wins. A playoff run. A shot at destiny. It's all within reach. Because this year, the Denver Broncos aren't just playing for respect. They're coming for the crown.